Hi friends, this is Sadul from CodeClue. Today we are going to discuss one another very interesting problem, which is valid parenthesis on lead code. So this is a very interesting problem because it has been asked in loads of interviews of these many different companies for an experience range of 0 to 2 years. So in this problem, we are given a string which contains these 6 parentheses as characters. So we have to figure out whether it's a valid string or not. So the string will be valid if it follows these two rules. Otherwise it will be invalid string. So the first rule is an open bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket. So let's say there is a open round bracket, it should be closed by a closed round bracket. The second rule is open brackets must be closed in the correct order. So the order of closing is also matters, right? So let's say we have one round open bracket, then square open bracket, then square closed bracket, then round closed bracket. So in this case, brackets are closing in the correct order, right? First square bracket is closing, then the round bracket is closing. So it's the correct order. But let's have a look at another example in which we have one round opening bracket, square opening bracket, then round closing bracket, square closing bracket. This is not a valid string because first the round bracket is closing, then the square bracket is closing, right? So this is not the correct order. So this string is not following the second property. That's why it's not a valid string. So I hope the problem statement is clear to you guys. Now let's have a look at few examples. So in first example, we are given one opening bracket and one closing round bracket. So this is a valid pair because it follows both of these properties. In second example, we are given one round opening and closing bracket pair, then square bracket pair, and then middle bracket pair. So in this example as well, it's following both of these property because each opening bracket has its corresponding closing bracket and it's also in correct order, right? So this is also a valid pair, valid string. Now let's move on to the next example, which is we have one round open bracket, square open bracket, round close bracket, square close bracket. So this is not a valid pair as we have seen it earlier as well because it's not following the second rule. So I hope the problem statement is clear to you guys. Now let's move on to the next section, which is clarification questions. So in this example, we can ask these two clarification questions. One is what is the input size? So we can ask what could be the maximum string length. So for simplicity, we have taken string length can be up to 10 to the power 4. The second clarification question we can ask is whether the string can contain any other character other than these 6 parentheses. So for simplicity, in this case, we have taken that it won't contain any other character other than these 6. But if it does, we will have to handle that case separately in our code. Now let's move on to the next section, which is solution part. So before moving on to solution, I want to discuss concept of stack. So we will be using stack to solve this problem. So stack is a data structure which follows last in first out rule. So what do I mean by this? So in case of array, if I want to update any value or want to access any value, I can access using index, right? So let's say I want to change this 6 by 5, right? So what I will do, I will write a of 2 equals to 5, right? Or let's say I want to get value of this index, right? So I will get it by a of 3, right? This is valid for array. But in stack, we can't do this. So in stack, we can insert values at one end and we can pop out values from that end only. We don't have random access, right? Like arrays. So what do I mean by that? So we can insert values at one end only. So let's say we have inserted 2 into the stack. Now we want to insert 4. Then we want to insert 3. Now if I want to access, so I can have only pop out or access element at the top only. I can't access these element right now. So to access this 4, first I will need to pop out this 3. Then I will need to reach to the 4. So either we can insert at the top or we can pop out element from the top, or we can access the top element only. So that first in, first out. That is the concept of stack. We can also understand this by stack of plates in kitchen or mess, right? So let's say we have these many plates. So we can only take out the third plate, the topmost plate only. Or if we want to put a plate, we will need to put it on the top only, right? So that is the concept of stack. So I hope the concept of stack is clear to you guys. Now let's move on to the solution part. So in the solution, what we will do, we will iterate over the given string s, and for each si, we will check whether it's a opening bracket or not. So if it's a opening parenthesis, then we will push that parenthesis to the stack, right? So we'll insert that to the stack. If si is not opening parenthesis, then what we will do, we will pop out the topmost element from the stack and we will compare it. We will check whether it's a complement of the current element, right? So we will compare the SI with the topmost element in the stack. So if they are complement to each other, then we are good. But if they are not complement to each other, then we will return false and exit from here only, because we have found an invalid case. So if the topmost element in the stack and SI is complement to each other, if it's a corresponding closing bracket, then what we will do, we will pop out that element, pop out that opening bracket from the stack, and we will move forward on the string. So like this we will continue iterating over the whole string. At the end we will check whether the stack is empty or not. So if the stack is empty, that means the string is balanced. But if the stack is having any element, that means the number of opening brackets and the number of closing brackets is different. They are not balanced. So we will return false. Right? So let's try to understand this solution with an example. So we have a string, this one, and initially our stack is empty and our I is pointing to this place. So we will start iterating over the string. We will check whether SI is an opening parenthesis. Yes, it's an opening parenthesis. So we will push it into the stack. So we have pushed SI into the stack and we will move ahead the iterator I. So our I will be pointing to this character now. Again we will check whether SI is an opening parenthesis. Yes, it's an opening parenthesis. So we will push it into the stack and we will move ahead I. So now our I will be pointing to this character. Now again we will check whether SI is an opening parenthesis. No, it's not an opening parenthesis. So we will check, we will compare the topmost element in the stack with this parenthesis. So we will check whether it's a corresponding opening parenthesis or not. So the topmost element in the stack is the corresponding opening parenthesis. So what we will do, we will pop out the topmost element from stack and move forward. So we will move to pop out this one and we will move forward. So our I will be pointing to this last character. Again we will check whether it's an opening parenthesis. No, it's a closing one. Then we will compare this one with the topmost element in the stack. So they are complement to each other. So what we will do, we will pop out the topmost element from stack and move ahead. So we will pop out this one as well and we will move ahead. Now we have traversed the whole length of this string, right? So at the end we will check whether our stack is empty or not. So our stack is empty, that means it's a valid string. So we will say it's a valid one. Let's have a look at one another example. So in this example, our string is this one and initially our stack is empty. So our I is pointing to this location. Now what we will do, we'll check whether, let's have a look, it's a opening parenthesis. So we will push this parenthesis to the stack and we'll move forward I. So I will be pointing to this parenthesis now. Now we will again check whether it's a opening parenthesis. No, it's not a opening parenthesis. So what we will do, we will compare the topmost element in the stack with this parenthesis. So they are complement to each other, right? So we will pop out the topmost element from stack and we'll move forward. So we will pop out this one and we will move forward I. So I will be pointing to this one. Again we will check whether it's a opening parenthesis. Yes, it's opening parenthesis. So we will push it into the stack and move forward I. Again we will check whether SI is a opening parenthesis. Yes, it's a opening parenthesis. So we will push it into the stack and we will move forward I. So I will be pointing to this last parenthesis. So now again we will check whether it's a opening parenthesis. No, it's not. So we will compare this with the topmost element in the stack. So topmost element is this square opening bracket, but this is a round opening bracket. So they are not complement to each other. So we will return false and exit, because, and we'll say that it's not a valid string because it's failing this. So I hope the concept is clear to you guys. Now let's have a look at the code of it. So in code we have one method is valid, which has a string as a input. So we have to implement this method. So this is the base case. So if it's a blank string, that means it's having length less than equal to 0, then we will return true, because blank string is a valid string. After that we have initialized a stack. So this is how we can initialize a stack of character. Then we have initialized a variable of type integer, and we will start iterating over the string using a while loop. So we will iterate until I points to the null character in the string. So for each SI we will check whether it's a opening bracket. So if it's a opening bracket, then we will push it into the stack. Else we will check if the topmost element in the stack is corresponding opening bracket of the closing bracket, right? So for this closing bracket we will try to compare it with this one. For this one, middle one, we will compare with middle opening. For round we will compare with round opening. If it fails this condition, then we will return false. We will say it's not a valid string. Otherwise we will pop out the topmost element from the stack. We will keep doing this until we reach end of the string. At the end, we will check whether our stack is empty or not. If stack is empty, that means it's a valid string. If stack is not empty, that means it's not a valid string. So now let's try to run this code and see what happens. So as we can see, it has passed the base case. Now let's try to submit this code. So as we can see, it's accepted. Now let's have a look at time complexity of the solution. So in this solution, we have used one while loop, and at worst case we will be iterating the one complete length of the string, right? So let's say n is the length of string, so at most we will be doing n iterations in case of a valid string, right? So in case of valid string, we will have to traverse the whole length of the string. So the time complexity of the solution will be big O of n. Now let's have a look at space complexity. So we are using a stack which is adding extra space. In worst case, we will have to push all the opening brackets to the stack. So in that case, we will be using big O of n space, right? So let's say in case of string like this, we will have to push all the opening brackets to the stack, right? So we will be using at most big O of n space, big O of n extra space for storing all this, right, in the stack. So the space complexity is also big O of n, where n is length of the string. So I hope the solution is clear to you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.